certain feeling of protective perspicuity in the face here, the sort of fatherly protectiveness that Postman Rulon feels towards Vincent van Gogh, and to me this is almost like an emblem of what I'm trying to do with my art and work in collaboration with the Alfred Editions, the whole project. And this is the sense of art as we're trying to protect something, we're trying to protect something and pass on some knowledge and some poetry and joy in art and philosophy. It's it's not all serious though, it's entertainment, but this is an emblem of, I always think, of this Postman Rulon, a very powerful emblem of that. Anyway, perhaps we can look at some. I've done a number of copies of other artists, and perhaps we should, while we're on this mode now, we should go on and show a few of the other copies I've done, so perhaps including other artists if they're to hand.
Right. Action. See Vincent's pipe there. His tobacco.
So we just had an idea, could we do a camera effect after this? We've done this one. Could we just scan round, just catch glimpses of certain things, or wouldn't that's too fancy?
I'll try.
Or was that too fanciful?
I'll do a still of this while I think about it. Of course, this is, in case the viewers don't know, this is a copy of a Vincent van Gogh painting. His chair.
His chair, again in all. I think this might have been in the Yellow House. He designed as hoping to have a community of artists there, with Gauguin hoping Gauguin would join him. I mean, this is Vincent's chair. And as it speaks for itself, it's a copy of the chair. And I think this is again a good emblem of perhaps the era in the 80s, where I found, speak for myself, I found a certain amount of peace in the simplicity of life. I'm living, practically in poverty, not unlike Van Gogh himself at the time. We were very lucky that we had a bit of, just a certain amount of income, and in this picture we've got Van Gogh's pipe and his. I think a bit of commentary and a bit of focus on the picture is good, because it gives the viewer a chance to relax. I'm relaxing now. I'm looking. I can see the different colours and the textures. And in life everything's always so horrid. You've got brief attention span. I mean, but just looking there, and I sometimes think that I've got the chair there. It's almost like a landscape in itself. The actual seat of the chair, it's like a landscape. And I noticed, strangely enough, I've got colour on the cushion of the chair, if it's a cushion or part of the chair, and the same colour as the floor. Again, this needs framing properly, because in the top left hand corner, in the original, there's like a flowering onion, I think, and just that can't be seen. I mean, this should be. So I want to get these framed eventually, but again, going back to what we're saying, I don't want to ramble, but in the 80s, I was busy all the time. And then I started doing artwork after doing a lot of writing and typing 100,000 words, up to 250,000, studying to write my, what's called now, a trilogy. Must have read a couple of 2,500, 3,000 words in preparation, trying to study at the Poly, trying to maintain friendships, living on very little money. But anyway, it's just a bit of background. But then I thought, well, I'm going to have a break from writing, do visual work, and then it's another example of, I say, a copy of Van Gogh.
Symbol of austerity, isn't it, in a way?
In a way it is, yeah, and it's a symbol of that sort of knowing where you stand with things. And I think really it's Van Gogh's yearning to get a bit of stability and peace in his life, which was often almost terrifyingly turbulent. Anyway, I think we'll perhaps go from this one now and look at some other copies of other artists have done during this era when I was trying to say to the world, look, I'm not a doss or a waster, I'm hard working, and I've chosen writing and art to express myself, and I'm trying to be taken seriously because I work very hard, and I would like people to put a bit of effort into trying to understand what I've been trying to do. Anyway, let's go on to some other copies now after this one.